My beloved child, there are moments in life that feel ordinary on the surface but are quietly preparing something extraordinary beneath them. This is one of those moments. Listen carefully, because what is unfolding now is not what you expected, and yet it is connected to everything you have been carrying in your heart. Someone you lost, someone whose absence created questions that never seemed to receive answers, is moving through a season of realization. For a long time, they saw only fragments of the story. They misunderstood your intentions. They misread your silence. They focused on moments instead of meaning. But now something is changing. A new understanding is beginning to break through the walls that once kept clarity away. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There was a time when this connection seemed impossible to repair. Every memory felt trapped behind distance. Every thought seemed locked behind pride, confusion, or uncertainty. You may have wondered if they would ever truly understand what you were trying to say without words. You may have questioned whether they would ever see the depth of your heart. But what is happening now is surprising even to them. Little by little, they are revisiting moments they once ignored. They are remembering conversations they thought were insignificant. They are replaying scenes they believed were finished forever. And with every memory that returns, a new piece of understanding appears. What makes this moment so powerful is that the realization is not being forced. It is arriving naturally. It is coming through reflection. It is coming through experience. It is coming through lessons they could not have learned any other way. The same situations they once viewed from one angle are now being seen from another. The same connection they once questioned now feels impossible to forget. Stay till the end, because the next part of this message reveals why this shift is becoming impossible for them to ignore. There are nights when they find themselves thinking about you unexpectedly. Not because someone reminded them. Not because they planned to. But because your presence continues to echo in places they never expected. A familiar song. A familiar place. A familiar feeling. Suddenly, memories appear. And when those memories arrive, they bring questions. Questions lead to reflection. Reflection leads to understanding. Understanding leads to a truth that has been waiting patiently beneath the surface. The truth is this: they are beginning to see you differently than before. The image they carried of you is changing. The assumptions they once trusted are being challenged. The conclusions they once believed are being rewritten. What they thought they knew is being replaced by what they are finally starting to understand. And that understanding is creating movement where there was once stillness. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. You may not see this process happening. You may not hear about it directly. But not every important transformation announces itself loudly. Some of the most powerful changes happen quietly. They happen within thoughts. They happen within reflection. They happen during moments when no one else is watching. Right now, the journey they are on is bringing them face to face with truths they avoided before. There was a reason things unfolded the way they did. There was a reason certain conversations never reached completion. There was a reason some feelings remained hidden. Yet even in the middle of confusion, seeds were planted. Those seeds are now growing into awareness. Awareness is becoming understanding. Understanding is becoming clarity. What is remarkable is that this clarity is arriving when they least expected it. They believed they had already moved beyond certain questions. They believed they had already accepted certain conclusions. But life has a way of reopening doors that were never truly closed. Life has a way of revealing perspectives that were impossible to see before. And now, as those perspectives emerge, something inside them is beginning to shift. Imagine carrying a puzzle for a long time without realizing pieces were missing. Then suddenly, one by one, those missing pieces appear. The image becomes clearer. The confusion fades. The picture finally starts to make sense. That is what is happening. The story they once viewed as incomplete is beginning to reveal its hidden meaning. The surprising part is not just that they are thinking about you. The surprising part is why. They are no longer seeing only what happened. They are starting to understand why it happened. They are beginning to recognize emotions they once overlooked. They are beginning to acknowledge truths they once pushed aside. This realization is creating a bridge between the past and the present. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. For a long time, they may have focused on mistakes. They may have focused on disappointments. They may have focused on circumstances that seemed impossible to overcome. But now their attention is shifting towards something deeper. They are beginning to see the value of what existed. They are beginning to understand the significance of what was shared. They are beginning to recognize the impact you had on their journey. This does not happen overnight. Real understanding rarely arrives all at once. It arrives in moments. It arrives in pieces. It arrives through reflection after reflection, realization after realization. But once it begins, it becomes difficult to stop. The mind continues searching. The heart continues remembering. The questions continue returning until answers are found. And here is what makes this message important. The answers they are finding are leading them toward reconciliation within themselves. Before any connection can move forward, understanding must come first. Before bridges can be rebuilt, clarity must appear. Before hearts can reconnect, truth must be acknowledged. That process is already underway. There is a reason you are hearing this message now. There is a reason these words are reaching you at this moment. Sometimes the biggest breakthroughs begin long before they become visible. Sometimes the most significant turning points are already in motion before anyone notices them. What appears quiet today can become undeniable tomorrow. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As this understanding continues to grow, they are discovering something unexpected. They are realizing that certain connections cannot simply be erased by time. Certain memories cannot be removed by distance. Certain feelings cannot be ignored forever. No matter how far they tried to move away from those thoughts, something kept bringing them back. Something kept reminding them. Something kept encouraging them to look again. And every time they looked again, they saw something new. They saw moments they once misunderstood. They saw intentions they once questioned. They saw value they once overlooked. They saw meaning they once failed to recognize. This is why the breakthrough is becoming stronger. This is why the realization continues growing. Because truth has a way of finding its path to the surface. Even when buried beneath confusion, it remains present. Even when delayed, it remains powerful. Even when ignored, it continues waiting for the right moment to be seen. That moment is drawing closer. The story is not finished. The understanding is not finished. The realization is not finished. Something is still unfolding behind the scenes, and every day brings another piece into place. Every reflection brings another answer. Every memory brings another insight. Every realization brings another step toward clarity. Stay till the end, because what is happening now is only the beginning of a much larger transformation. The person you lost is beginning to understand you in ways they never did before. The walls that once blocked understanding are weakening. The distance that once created confusion is losing its power. And as clarity continues to break through, the possibility of reconciliation grows stronger than it has been in a very long time. The next chapter has not fully revealed itself yet. But the signs are there. The movement is there. The understanding is there. And somewhere within this unfolding story, a breakthrough is already making its way forward. A remarkable shift is happening right now, and if you have stayed with this message until this moment, then what you are about to hear may explain why certain thoughts, memories, and emotions have been returning to the surface recently. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The person you thought had already closed the door on this connection is beginning to realize that the story was never as simple as they once believed. What they dismissed as coincidence is now appearing as a pattern. What they considered finished is now demanding another look. And what they believed they understood is now being challenged by a truth that refuses to remain hidden. There is a reason this realization is arriving now instead of earlier. Sometimes understanding can only come after enough time has passed for emotions to settle and perspectives to change. When everything first happened, they were focused on their own viewpoint. They were focused on what they felt, what they saw, and what they believed. But now they are seeing beyond that limited perspective. Now they are beginning to recognize pieces of the story they never fully considered. This is creating a powerful awakening inside them. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. One of the most surprising parts of this transformation is that it is happening when they least expected it. They were not searching for these realizations. They were not planning for this shift. Yet suddenly, moments from the past are appearing with a clarity they never had before. Conversations are returning to their mind. Decisions are being reconsidered. Assumptions are being questioned. The more they reflect, the more they realize there was far more to your heart than they once understood. This is where everything begins to change. For a long time, they carried an incomplete picture. Imagine trying to understand a beautiful story after reading only a few pages. Important details would be missing. Important meanings would be lost. Important truths would remain hidden. That is exactly what happened. They formed conclusions before the full picture was visible. They believed they understood everything, but now they are discovering there was much more beneath the surface. And that discovery is becoming impossible to ignore. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. There are moments when they suddenly stop and think about what could have been different. Not because they want to live in the past, but because they are finally seeing things they could not see before. They are recognizing the effort you made. They are recognizing the sincerity you carried. They are recognizing the things you expressed without words. Every realization adds another piece to the puzzle. Every memory creates another breakthrough. What makes this even more powerful is that these realizations are arriving naturally. Nobody is convincing them. Nobody is forcing them. Nobody is telling them what to think. The understanding is emerging on its own. And because it is genuine, it carries a weight that cannot be easily dismissed. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The connection between you and this person still holds lessons they are only now beginning to understand. The value of your presence is becoming clearer. The meaning of your actions is becoming clearer. Even the silence that once seemed confusing is beginning to make sense. They are discovering that some of the things they questioned most were actually signs of something deeper. This is why the breakthrough is becoming stronger every day. What seemed distant is becoming closer in their thoughts. What seemed forgotten is becoming unforgettable. What seemed finished is beginning to feel unfinished. And that feeling is leading them toward an important realization. They are starting to understand that certain connections leave an imprint that time cannot erase. The memories remain. The lessons remain. The impact remains. No matter how much life changes, certain people continue to occupy a special place within the story. And now they are beginning to understand exactly why you occupy that place. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. There is another surprising truth you need to hear. While they are reflecting on the past, they are also questioning the future. They are asking themselves questions they avoided before. They are wondering whether they truly understood what was in front of them. They are wondering whether they overlooked something important. They are wondering whether there is more to this story than they once believed. These questions are creating movement. Movement creates awareness. Awareness creates understanding. Understanding creates possibility. And possibility is where transformation begins. The remarkable thing about this moment is that it is not built on fantasy. It is built on clarity. Clarity is powerful because it removes confusion. Clarity reveals what was hidden. Clarity brings truth into the light. The more clearly they see, the more difficult it becomes to hold on to old misunderstandings. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Every day that passes is adding another layer to this realization. Every reflection is revealing another insight. Every memory is providing another answer. The process may appear quiet from the outside, but inside, something significant is taking place. A new understanding is growing stronger. A new perspective is taking shape. A new awareness is emerging. And this awareness is connected directly to you. The person you lost is beginning to recognize your value in ways they never did before. They are beginning to understand your intentions. They are beginning to understand your heart. They are beginning to understand the meaning behind moments they once misunderstood. This is why the breakthrough feels so powerful. The story is changing. The perspective is changing. The understanding is changing. And the more it changes, the more impossible it becomes for them to ignore what is happening. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. What comes next may surprise even them. The realization they are experiencing is not stopping at understanding. It is leading them toward reflection. Reflection is leading them toward clarity. Clarity is leading them toward decisions. And those decisions are being shaped by truths they can no longer avoid. The walls that once blocked understanding are weakening. The confusion that once clouded perspective is fading. The distance that once created misunderstanding is losing its influence. Piece by piece, truth is breaking through. And as it does, a new chapter is preparing to reveal itself. The person you lost is beginning to understand what they could not understand before. They are beginning to see what they could not see before. They are beginning to recognize what they could not recognize before. And this realization is only getting stronger. A powerful truth is beginning to emerge, and what you are about to hear may be the missing piece that explains why this connection has remained alive in ways neither of you fully understood. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The person you lost is standing at a crossroads within their own thoughts. They are no longer asking the same questions they once asked. They are no longer looking at the past through the same lens. Instead, they are beginning to see a deeper picture, and that picture is changing everything. There are moments when understanding arrives suddenly. One memory appears. One realization follows. One truth becomes impossible to ignore. Then everything starts connecting. What once looked like separate events suddenly forms a complete story. This is exactly what is happening. The pieces are coming together. The confusion is fading. The meaning is becoming clear. What makes this moment extraordinary is that they never expected it. They thought they had already understood everything they needed to understand. They believed they had already moved forward. They believed the chapter was complete. But now, something unexpected is happening. The lessons they avoided are returning. The memories they buried are resurfacing. The feelings they thought were settled are asking to be understood again. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As these realizations continue to grow, they are beginning to recognize the difference between assumptions and truth. Assumptions created distance. Assumptions created misunderstanding. Assumptions created confusion. But truth has a different power. Truth removes uncertainty. Truth reveals hidden meaning. Truth brings clarity where there was once doubt. And clarity is arriving. Every reflection is bringing them closer to an understanding they never had before. They are looking back at moments that once seemed ordinary and discovering extraordinary meaning inside them. They are realizing that things they dismissed too quickly may have deserved more attention. They are realizing that certain moments carried significance they never fully appreciated. This is why the breakthrough feels so powerful. The realization is no longer occasional. It is becoming constant. The questions are no longer temporary. They are becoming impossible to ignore. The memories are no longer random. They are becoming meaningful. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a reason some connections continue to return to the mind. There is a reason certain people remain unforgettable. There is a reason some stories refuse to fade. When something carries real meaning, it leaves a lasting impression. And now they are beginning to understand just how deeply this connection impacted their journey. What once felt distant is becoming present again in their thoughts. What once seemed finished is beginning to feel unfinished. What once looked simple is revealing unexpected depth. Every day brings another realization. Every realization creates another question. Every question leads them closer to understanding. The surprising truth is that this process is not creating confusion. It is creating clarity. The more they reflect, the more certain they become that there was more value in this connection than they once recognized. The more they think about the past, the more they understand the importance of what existed between you. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. There are moments when they catch themselves remembering details they thought they had forgotten forever. A conversation. A smile. A shared experience. A meaningful moment. Suddenly those memories return with unusual clarity. And when they do, they bring something unexpected with them, understanding. Not the understanding they had before. A deeper understanding. A clearer understanding. A more honest understanding. This is where everything begins to shift. Because once understanding changes, perspective changes. When perspective changes, emotions change. When emotions change, decisions change. And when decisions change, the future begins to look different. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The connection between you and this person is revealing lessons they could not see before. They are realizing that some of the things they once questioned were actually strengths. Some of the things they once misunderstood were actually expressions of sincerity. Some of the things they once overlooked were actually signs of genuine meaning. This realization is becoming stronger because it is supported by experience. Life has shown them things they could not understand before. Circumstances have taught them lessons they could not learn any other way. As those lessons unfold, they are beginning to see your story from a completely different perspective. And that perspective is creating a breakthrough. The breakthrough is not based on imagination. The breakthrough is not based on wishful thinking. The breakthrough is based on understanding. Real understanding. Lasting understanding. Transformational understanding. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. As they continue this journey, they are noticing something remarkable. The more honestly they reflect, the more impossible it becomes to ignore your importance. They are recognizing the role you played in their growth. They are recognizing the impact you had on their path. They are recognizing the value you brought into their life. This recognition is opening doors that were once closed. It is creating possibilities that once seemed impossible. It is generating questions that demand answers. And it is leading them toward a realization they never expected to reach. The realization that perhaps they never fully understood you at all. And once that realization appears, everything changes. Because now they are no longer looking at old memories with certainty. They are looking at them with curiosity. They are looking at them with honesty. They are looking at them with a willingness to understand. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Every day that passes is strengthening this awareness. Every reflection is adding another piece to the picture. Every insight is revealing another layer of truth. The process is unfolding naturally, but its impact is powerful. The walls of misunderstanding are becoming weaker. The distance created by confusion is becoming smaller. The clarity they once lacked is becoming stronger. And the more clarity grows, the harder it becomes to deny what is happening. A reconciliation of understanding is taking place within their heart and mind. Before anything can move forward, understanding must arrive. Before any bridge can be rebuilt, clarity must emerge. Before any new chapter can begin, truth must be acknowledged. That truth is now finding its way to the surface. And as it rises, the story continues to change. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. What happens next may become one of the most surprising developments in this entire journey. The understanding they are gaining is not slowing down. It is expanding. Every new realization is connecting with another realization. Every answer is leading to another discovery. Every discovery is bringing them closer to a perspective they never imagined they would have. The person you lost is finally beginning to see beyond old misunderstandings. They are finally beginning to recognize what was hidden beneath the surface. They are finally beginning to understand the meaning behind moments they once failed to appreciate. The breakthrough is growing. The clarity is growing. The awareness is growing. And the story is moving toward a chapter neither of you could fully see before. Something is shifting. Something is unfolding. Something is preparing to reveal itself. And this is only the beginning of what comes next.